Hey true entertaining fans, this is Luka Q020394 here, and today we're doing my WWE Night of Champions 2012 review for the 16th of September 2012. Please rate thumbs up and please leave your comments down below in the description below, and please subscribe at the top button. Thanks. Okay, we start with the WWE Night of Champions. Okay, we start with the pre-show. But the pre-show determined for the #1 contender for the US title in a 16-man battle royal. The winner gets to face Antonio Cesaro later on the night on the show, and the winner was Zack Ryder. So Zack Ryder will be the #1 contender for Antonio Cesaro's belt. Next, with the first match on the card, we had the Fatal 4-Way for the Intercontinental Championship: Miz versus Rey Mysterio, Sin Cara, and Cody Rhodes. The way I can put this, guys, before I get on with the match, how it was good or was, well, as I thought, that I think it would have been better if they kept it as Miz versus Rey Mysterio and Sin Cara, Cody Rhodes, so instead of putting them in the Fatal 4-Way, because I know that really that they would have been. Sorry, guys. I know really that the reason why the WWE fans really wanted the Fatal 4-Way match, just to add on the card, because to make the fans more interested, because Boston Massachusetts is a massive crowd in John Cena's hometown. That's why they thought SmackDown would add a little bit of thriller onto the wild card on the pay-per-view. So overall, I would have gone with Miz and Rey Mysterio in the singles match, and Sin Cara and Cody Rhodes, or I could have went with Miz versus Cody Rhodes and Mysterio and Sin Cara, but Mysterio and Sin Cara are not going to meet until WrestleMania next year. That'll probably be Rey Mysterio's last match ever at WrestleMania 29 before he gets inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2014. But overall, anyway, in this match for the Intercontinental Championship, I think this was really good Intercontinental Championship match. Mysterio and Sin Cara, both of them working together, and Cody Rhodes and Miz, because I think SmackDown, they're combining the feuds between the IC title and the World Heavyweight. They're combining the feuds together, because the Intercontinental title match is in the mid card and the World Heavyweight's like nearly towards the end of the show, like in the main event of SmackDown, because as you can see, they're combining the. I'm not saying that they are combining the belts, but what I'm saying is that they're combining the feuds together so they can make SmackDown that okay thriller show. So overall, my thoughts on this Intercontinental Championship: I'm glad that Miz won, because really, if them three won, it wouldn't make sense. So I'm glad Miz won. Keep the belt for longer, so possibly can have a feud with Sin Cara, or possibly have a feud with Cody Rhodes. Miz turns babyface, and then Cody Rhodes stays as a top heel. So overall, I give this match 3 out of 5 stars. Next, we had Kane and Daniel Bryan defeat R-Truth and Kofi Kingston for the tag team titles. Yet again, Kane and Daniel Bryan with their anger management problems. I don't know why WWE had to make Kane and Daniel Bryan in this feud. I don't know what brought this Charlie Sheen, I think that's his name, guys, but I don't know why they had to make Kane and Daniel Bryan and Charlie Sheen into this whole anger management. What made the WWE decide to put this feud on? Really, what I could have done was, but really put Daniel Bryan as a babyface, because keep the way, you know, in this time last year, Daniel Bryan had the Money in the Bank briefcase, he cashed in over Big Show and Mark Henry. I want to see that Daniel Bryan. I don't want to see no yes or no chance. I want to see the old Daniel Bryan who keeps winning every week. I don't want to see all the yes, yes, or the no, no chance. I want the fans to listen to Daniel Bryan. I want that normal Daniel Bryan back. Really, I never liked Daniel Bryan since he was in NXT and since he was in the Nexus for a tiny while. I never liked Daniel Bryan. And also, do we really need to sort out Kane? Because I'm sick and tired of the whole Kane and Daniel Bryan hug situation. And then they start bickering and fighting about who's tag team champion. Do we really need to sort their character out and make them work together as a tag team and stop bickering and all that stuff? Then I think I might end up liking Kane and Daniel Bryan's character. So yeah, I give this match 2.5 out of 5 stars. It wasn't really a good tag team match, and it was a load of crap. Next, we had the United States Championship match. Overall, Antonio Cesaro defeats Zack Ryder. My thoughts on this US title match. This US title went on for like 4 or 5 minutes. It wasn't really good, the United States Championship, but really US titles are really short. But I think what the WWE need to do is make championship matches quite longer. So, not that too long, at least about 10-15 minutes, so they can make the fans get into the title match. Because really, the fans and the WWE Universe didn't really get into this match. So I'm glad my thoughts on Tony Cesaro winning this match. I thought this will be Brodus Clay, because it made sense on SmackDown, having a feud with Brodus and Antonio Cesaro within the last couple of weeks. But I don't know why Zack Ryder had to get in the US title. Zack Ryder really didn't deserve to win the US title. So overall, I think really it should have been someone like a Brodus Clay or a right back. But really, SmackDown haven't really got much mid-card baby faces. So really, I think what they're really trying to do, like, bring some old wrestlers back so they can try and get some mid-card baby faces. So overall, I'm glad Antonio Cesaro win. Hopefully him and Miz keep their belts for longer. I don't like both of them, but hopefully they keep their belts for longer. Next, we had Randy Orton versus Dolph Ziggler, which was a really pretty good match. And I've really got some interesting comments to tell you about this, guys. Okay, with Randy Orton defeating Dolph Ziggler, overall, guys, I think this wasn't really the right decision for Randy Orton defeating Dolph Ziggler, because we saw on SmackDown a couple of weeks ago, Randy Orton and Ziggler had their feud about 2 or 3 weeks ago. I don't remember, guys, because I don't watch SmackDown anymore. I haven't really seen what's happened on SmackDown. But overall, I heard that Randy Orton won a match clean, and then then the next show, which was Monday Night Raw Super Show, Dolph Ziggler won, and then he won clean. And then tonight on Night Champions last night, Randy Orton won, so that makes 2 out of 1 to Randy Orton. I wonder what the WWE are going to do with this feud between Randy Orton and Dolph Ziggler, because really, are WWE really going to have Dolph Ziggler weaken despite winning the Money in the Bank? Was it right, guys, that WWE really had to have Dolph Ziggler winning the Money in the Bank this year? Because overall, I think Cody Rhodes or Wade Barrett should have won it, but Barrett wasn't back in time for the Money in the Bank. He was back on SmackDown. So basically, I think really with this going onto this Randy Orton Dolph Ziggler feud, the way this is going, I think Randy Orton winning this match will put him in the title picture with a feud with Sheamus at Hell in a Cell in 4 weeks. But I'm not sure if that's going to happen, guys. But we have to wait on Raw tonight or SmackDown on Friday to see if there's going to be a new challenger for the heavyweight title belt. But I'm a Randy Orton fan. He is my favourite wrestler. But overall, guys, I didn't really want him to win. I really wanted Dolph Ziggler to win so they can give him that push, so he's good enough to go into the main event. So I thought he would cash in Money in the Bank, but he didn't cash in Money in the Bank tonight, because overall this was like a small pay-per-view. There was like 6-7 matches on the card, 6 matches on the card. So I think the way that we're going to do is, hopefully they push Dolph Ziggler up, let him cash it in, probably hopefully Friday or something like that, or cash it at Hell in a Cell. Orton, Sheamus meet at Hell in a Cell. Ziggler comes in and then cashes it in over Randy Orton, and then Orton and Ziggler have that feud carrying on, and Sheamus gets taken out of the picture. We're going to have a break. So yeah, so I'll give this match 4.5 out of 5 stars. Really good match. Next to the Divas match, Eve defeat Layla because of the injured Caitlyn. But I actually like the way WWE had a good promo. Had a good promo as the way WWE quickly showed a flashback on the packaging with Caitlyn getting injured on the night. I actually don't know who actually attacked her, because I'm actually glad that WWE are bringing Divas matches back into the action, because we haven't seen Divas matches on Raw and SmackDown that much, because they're probably WWE actually getting fed up of seeing Divas matches every single week. But Eve actually won over Layla, so what that means is Layla's probably going to get out of the title picture, and then Caitlyn's probably going to come back and she's going to turn babyface, and then Eve's going to be as a heel, and she'll dominate at least a couple of months for the Divas Championship. So this match was boring. I give it 1.5 out of 5 stars. Next, we had the World Heavyweight Championship match. Sheamus versus Alberto Del Rio. Okay, I've got some more interesting guys, to talk about this World Heavyweight Championship match. This World Heavyweight Championship was okay. It's the same story over and over again, where the WWE had to put Sheamus and Del Rio through the Night of Champions. This would have ended at SummerSlam if Alberto Del Rio did not get injured at No Way Out, and then we probably would have saw someone else fitting in that spot at Night of Champions. This match was, I think it was 11.5 minutes, 10.5 minutes. It was an okay World Heavyweight Championship match. I didn't see all of it, but I saw some parts of it. And then, overall, this was an okay heavyweight title match. We saw back and forward. Alberto Del Rio went for the cross arm breaker. That was a good spot on Sheamus. And then Sheamus used the rope. And then, also, before the match, guys, Booker T reinstated the Bronx Kick. What was the point doing that, guys? Like, you guys agree with that? Because I've watched every single review, Night Champions review, guys, and everyone's saying, why is the Bronx Kick being reinstated? That's the point, guys, because you guys are right. Because why did the Bronx Kick get reinstated? I'll tell you. Because why are WWE having Booker T as SmackDown General Manager? And second thing, why have the Bronx Kick banned? Why reinstate it? What, was this meant to go somewhere towards Hell in a Cell? With the Bronx Kick situation, was Del Rio meant to have a last chance at Hell in a Cell and send him to hell? Or was this meant to go with somewhere with the Bronx Kick feud? No, this wasn't meant to go in. This was a pointless heavyweight title match. But overall, it was an okay match. I'm glad Sheamus won with the Bronx Kick. Del Rio got so tired, and then Del Rio on the rope, on the turnbuckle, and Sheamus behind with the Bronx Kick. And I really hope this feud's over now, because I am getting sick and tired of it, and you guys are actually getting sick and tired of it, because I want this Sheamus and Del Rio feud to end, because we've had this on SmackDown, Money in the Bank, SummerSlam, last night, at Night of Champions, and Over the Limit. This is really getting on my nerves. We've had five to six matches on SmackDown, including #1 contender spots. Del Rio needs to get out of the picture. Do you think, guys, please leave your comments down below, please, for me, guys. Tell me what you thought about the heavyweight title match, and what do you think of 2 matches, and what do you think Sheamus' next challenge is going to be? What do you think of Ziggler cashing in at Hell in a Cell, inside Hell in a Cell? And who do you think will be the next #1 contender, or who do you want to be the next #1 contender? For me, guys, on this video, just for once, guys, comment and subscribe for me, please. And also, I'm glad this feud's over. So yeah, if it's World Heavyweight Championship match, I'll give it 3 out of 5 stars. Next, we had the main event for the WWE Championship. The match which was really interesting, this was the only match which everyone cared of. CM Punk defends the gold for 301 days, now it's 302 days, against John Cena for the WWE Championship. I didn't really see much of this match, but overall, I'm not going to say much onto this match. This wasn't really a good WWE Championship match, because it's the same match over and over again as we've seen last year's Money in the Bank. That was a really good pay-per-view last year, Money in the Bank 2011. So I had like 300, 400 viewers. And that match went on for like 25 minutes, 30 minutes. And that was a really good WWE Championship match. And the one at SummerSlam, I think Big Show was in it. And then that wasn't really a good WWE Championship match. But overall, guys, with Punk and Cena, well, I'm not going to talk about the match. I'm going to talk about the Royal Rumble. Okay, guys. With CM Punk and John Cena. John Cena and CM Punk. Okay, guys. With The Rock waiting for his opponent at the Royal Rumble, I'm glad that the WWE made CM Punk win this match, because I want to see CM Punk versus The Rock, because I don't want to see a John Cena and Rock Part 2 at the Royal Rumble. Actually, no, guys. At WrestleMania. I don't mind seeing it at the Royal Rumble, John Cena versus The Rock at Part 2. But if they do that, John Cena Rock, I think The Rock's going to win, and then there's going to be a Part 3 at WrestleMania, and Cena's going to steal the show at WrestleMania 29. Or the second situation with Paul Heyman and CM Punk working together. Where does this leave for Brock Lesnar? Is Brock Lesnar going to interfere? Are we possibly going to see a Punk and Brock Lesnar at Survivor Series? because this match ended in the draw between Punk and John Cena. And really, WWE needs to finish the way this was last night. They need to start finishing the way they started. From CM Punk and John Cena, the way they started. And basically, I could see this feud leading to Hell in a Cell, because I don't know who's going to win at Hell in a Cell. It's quite difficult to say, but if I did pick, it'd probably be CM Punk, because it depends who we're going to go for Hell in a Cell, because I possibly got to think there's options, because I do think that possibly Cena's going to end the feud at Survivor Series. Possibly Brock Lesnar's going to face Punk at Survivor Series. Paul Heyman will turn on CM Punk, and he'll go back with Brock Lesnar. Possibly Cena will be the special guest referee at Survivor Series, like Randy Orton Wade Barrett feud from the Nexus in 2010. Possibly I've got to see Punk and Lesnar booked for Survivor Series, and John Cena special guest referee, and loser leaves WWE or something like that. And then obviously Punk wins, or maybe special guest referee leaves, John Cena. Same goes like what happened in 2010. Cena got fired, loser leaves, whatever. I actually got to think that will happen. I actually got to think that Paul Heyman will turn him, and then I've got to think that Punk will face The Rock at WrestleMania, and then Cena will win the Elimination Chamber, and then Cena will face The Rock at WrestleMania. That's what I think the WWE will be planning. So overall in this WWE Championship match, this ended the draw. I didn't really care who wins, because I don't really follow the WWE Championship much. I do like Raw. I used to like SmackDown, but SmackDown's doing shit now, but because they're not putting guys like Randy Orton or Christian or Cody Rhodes as heavyweight champion, that's why I'm not watching SmackDown. So overall, this wasn't really good WWE Championship match. Overall, I'm going to give this 3.5 out of 5 stars. So yeah, sorry guys, I've been quite long on this video. This is about 18 minutes video, and overall, sorry guys, I've been a bit long and start bragging about this. I'll try and not do this next time, guys. So yeah, so basically, this is my WWE Night Champions 2012 review for last night, 16th of September, as it is 17th today. And once again, please rate thumbs up, and please leave all comments down below, and tell me what you thought about the pay-per-view, tell me what you thought about Sheamus and Del Rio's feud, tell me what you thought who's going to face at the Royal Rumble. So yeah, this is Luka Q, 20394 here. For the next time, people, bye for now.